Sometimes the stress of policing takes its toll, as seen with these female officers who made poor decisions and ultimately ended up in jail. Make sure to stick till the end, as the cases keep on getting more bizarre. In February 2024, a couple of female Harris County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a residence after a neighbor called and complained about a break-in. Shockingly, they didn't take long to do something completely unexpected.
I'm going to tell you to check the right step down.
Sheriff's Office!
That was coming.
Both of them started to shoot mercilessly after seeing a woman inside. However, it was later discovered that she was a house guest who had forgotten her keys.
Shots fired, shots
The woman inside was hit several times, but was rushed to a hospital and thankfully survived. Both these officers were immediately placed on administrative leave and might lose their jobs soon. While this was shocking, the next police escalation will leave you stunned. In January 2025, a caller reported to 911 that a thief had stolen his air conditioner and was still lurking inside the apartment. As the caller searched for the suspect, two female officers arrived and did something shocking.
What does he say? Breaking what? Wait.
The caller was carrying a knife as he was behind the thief. However, he ended up confronting the officers, who took no time in shooting him. Here's much better footage which shows how quickly these unprofessional officers reacted, fearing for their lives. The individual was hospitalized and is now in stable condition. The officers were placed on administrative leave, and we can only hope they are dismissed from their position. Cops often act aggressively, but the extreme escalation tactics used by this female officer will leave you speechless.
That's probable cause to pull you over, right?
Whoa. That's whoa.
In August 2019, Rudy Ornelas was driving home when two Sacramento police officers pulled him over for traffic violations. Little did he know this situation would escalate madly from her.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Hey, I'm stopping you because you got no front plate and your window tints too dark.
I actually got a fix-it ticket for this one.
Did you?
It was 2 weeks ago. I got stopped on Auditor right there by Hostess.
Can you roll down that window from the corner, please? Thank you. So you got a ticket for the tint already?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did. Hey, how you doing? Do I got to?
Because I just told you to.
No, I'm saying I got it right. I count that up.
For my safety.
And for my safety also. This is all being audio recorded, by the way, too.
Okay, that's fine. Right
Yeah.
here, too.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to fix a ticket for the window tint
I got a fixed ticket for that, too, also.
and the front plate.
And which is not due until, I don't know. I got to take that down. So.
Okay. All right. You
Yeah.
need your driver's license on you, sir?
Yeah, it's in my backpack in the back.
The female cop, later identified as Sarah, continued to be aggressive, and you have no idea what she was about to do later.
Birthday?
6/14/95.
Just to make sure I got the last name spelled right. All right. You have a valid driver's license,
Yeah,
correct?
everything, insurance good, registered.
Okay.
All that, so.
Probation, parole, anything like
Nah,
that? Nothing?
yeah.
Okay. You can do the registered owner of the car?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sit tight for me, okay? I'll be right back.
All right. So you said for your safety?
Yeah, for my safety.
Yeah.
And I want you to keep your hands in your lap for my safety, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sorry?
I said no problem. Feels like I'm back in Nazi Germany or something. The way you people get treated like this, you know? You know your history?
I do.
Okay. So you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
You don't understand
I don't.
Nazi
I
Germany?
don't see the correlation.
Okay.
This seemed more like a fishing expedition as both of these cops were trying to pick a case against Rudy. The poor guy had no clue what he had gotten into.
We were hailed by a citizen regarding your car. Why would a citizen have hailed us?
Well, my car.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever y'all got going on, you feel me? I don't know nothing about
We
that.
were doing something completely else. And
Oh.
somebody took time out of their day to come over and flag us down regarding you. Why would they do that?
Regarding me,
Regarding you and your vehicle.
no, that's false.
Any weapons in the vehicle?
Yeah.
What kind of weapons?
It's a registered firearm in my name.
Okay.
Yeah, Smith & Wesson. This is also, you know, a lot of business under my name too, so
Just go ahead and keep your hands on the steering wheel.
yeah.
For me. Do you know this person right here?
No.
While Sarah and the male officer conspired about Rudy in the back, he requested to call a supervisor. The officers refused and continued to intimidate him.
Can I talk to you for 1 second? Just keep your hands on the wheel, okay?
All right, sir. Hey, just because you got a firearm in the car, okay, we're just going to do this the safe way, okay? So, what I need you to do, can you undo your seatbelt for me?
Can I call the supervisor, please?
What?
I would like your
Well, no,
supervisor.
you can talk to him afterwards.
Sir, I would like your
Okay,
supervisor.
we're going to talk to him afterwards.
I,
Right now,
I
you
need.
to do what
Well,
I
can you
tell
call
you
him
to
on
do.
your radio?
Huh?
Can you call him on your radio? He's not trying to call
Hey,
his supervisor on the radio.
I'm sure we're
Okay,
trying to-
I'm a citizen too, bro.
Okay,
It's like,
hey.
and you work for public and safety. You're doing your
Hey.
job. What's your
Hey,
cause?
hey,
What's your
calm down,
cause?
calm down.
What's your cause of stopping me?
Just when it seemed the officers were suppressing his rights, Officer Sarah did something shocking, revealing just how cowardly she truly was.
You said for your tent. I told you I got
That's
a ticket.
probable cause to pull you over, right?
Okay.
Just because you...
Whoa. That's
Put your hands
way. Whoa. Are you
And then raise your
serious?
fingers on the back of your head.
Got code through cover.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh, do your seatbelt with your right hand.
Oh wow.
Play this game, sir.
Hey, it's all good.
Get on up.
It's all
Lean
good.
forward towards the seat.
But this
I
way.
mean, sorry, towards the steering wheel. Alright, do not move. Got it? Pop out. Let's talk. Yeah, we're trying to do this low key.
Yeah, low key. Put the gun to my head. Put the gun. You want to put the gun to my head, right? That's crazy. I'm not resisting. Why am I being detained?
So, I pull you over, okay? You're nervous? Alright, then you told there's a gun in the car. I ask you to just cooperate with me and get out of the car, okay? So I can check and make sure that
And this is,
that is your gun.
this is exactly why I want to supervise you.
Okay, well,
For stuff
he's on
like
his
this.
way now, okay?
She pointed a gun to my head.
We are all recording.
She pointed a gun to my head.
Poor Rudy was unlawfully arrested and taken to the police station. His weapon was confiscated, and retrieving it took him 1 year. It took him a couple more years to finally file a lawsuit against Officer Sarah and the city. It's still in progress, and we hope that he gets the justice he deserves. While nothing might top this atrocity, these next female cops were far from innocent.
How much does your sergeant train you guys, or at the police department train you guys?
In January 2025, renowned Auditor Auditing America approached 2 female officers on the street. However, their behavior shifted instantly when they noticed he was filming.
Excuse me, can I get your name and badge number, please?
Sure. Tomaso 9488.
And you, ma'am?
Sergeant Zerby, P number 8106. Have a great day.
You too. That's kind of weird, though.
I know. I'm
Supposed to say, yeah, how can I help you? Not say have a great day. That's at the end. That's at the end.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. How much does your sergeant train you guys, or at the police department train you guys? That's the real great service that they get over here. And hey, so if I walk in here right now, would I be breaking the law?
Do it. Let's see.
Would I be breaking the law if I come right here right now? I wouldn't. You guys not gonna enforce that, right? It's not. Is this a crime scene? Is this a crime scene? Why is this here? I could come in, right? It's not a restricted area. Oh, good. We're good.
The arrogance of these officers was staggering, but the auditor remained unfazed. He approached their sergeant and compelled the officers to take a humiliating walk of shame.
You're a sergeant, right? I approached these ladies over here in a nice manner. Well, officers actually are respectful people and nice people. She walked away when I asked a simple question. Well, actually, she didn't even give me the time of the day. So I think that's disrespectful. And you just did that to the wrong camera guy. Say, hi, Mom. You see, you guys are police officers. And by the way that your sergeant is behaving, it shows poor leadership. Okay? So you're a sergeant too. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to go ahead and bash officers. Just because you guys are cops, I'm not gonna go ahead and bash every single one of you for no reason. That's the walk of shame, what she just did in front of thousands. Okay, you guys ever heard of Auditing America? We're over 100 million combined views on the internet, which is 3 million hits last week at the post office over here in Vegas. You see, we're pretty much doing the same thing you guys are doing. We're out there checking up on you guys. You guys are out there checking up on us, making sure that we follow all these laws that we need to remember from the state of Nevada. Make sure, you guys, that you don't impede the flight of a pigeon, because that's a crime over here. Okay?
The auditors pressed the officers with questions about the Third Amendment, determined not to let them off the hook. Surprisingly, none of them knew it except the sergeant, who also had to Google the answer.
Recently, they just removed the jaywalking offense as an arrestable offense. Make sure you go to Auditing America and subscribe and check out the Las Vegas police officers tackling me on the ground for jaywalking. The only charge. Crossing other than crosswalk. Did you guys ever do that to any citizens? You guys ever taken people to jail for being free? It's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Now, I'm giving $100 to your choice of charity if anybody gives me the Third Amendment right now. And I'll walk away and I'll praise you, because we've gone viral many times for praising good cops. Do you know the Third Amendment, sir? You don't? That's fine. I'm not going to bash you for it. Do you know the Third Amendment?
We're not going to provide a statement.
It's not a
fit
statement.
your narrative, sir.
It's not a narrative.
Thank you very much for speaking.
This is literally concerned. This is literally the main thing about your job is the oath you took to protect. So you don't want to talk about it? That's weird. That's very weird. So the Third Amendment, Sergeant, do you know it? Please, you must know it.
Troops.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you, Sergeant. Thank you. Sergeant, you got to make sure you refresh the memory to these people, because you cannot be out there enforcing the law if you don't know the basics of our civil liberties.
The auditor then raised another critical issue regarding canine units, which left the officers speechless as some of them weren't even prepared to respond.
We praise good cops all the time. Ma'am, can I have your name and badge number for the record?
17269.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So we're courteous, professional, loving, caring. But whenever the guy with the snapback and the face tattoo arrives with a camera, most police officers behave like your sergeant did earlier. That was out of control. That was uncalled for. There's no reason why she should be offended about a camera guy when you guys are actually sometimes you wear body cams.
It's 2024. Lots of cops have flat backs and lots of tattoos as well too, right? So we're not going to discriminate against that anymore.
I understand that. Well, there's something wrong with that person then. Well, I'm just trying to figure it out. And maybe if I was wearing a pound of makeup and I had a bigger camera and a bunch of lies, then maybe if I was a fake news, then maybe I'll get a little bit of respect. You guys would bring me into the police department, ride-alongs. You guys do all that for these people.
No, I don't have a taser.
Do you have a German Shepherd? I love those. Do you guys, can you sign up to get a German Shepherd?
I think so. I think you can buy one.
I'm talking about as a police officer, a police dog.
I'm not a canine officer, so
So you could sign up to be that if you wanted to, right?
you can try. I don't know if
I think that would be so cool. Even though I believe I'm an animal lover, so I believe that the dogs never agreed to work for the public. The dogs don't really agree to work for the public. I don't know if it's kind of an abuse in a way. You think about it, you're exposing these animals to dangerous people. You are exposing them to drugs, explosives, and then you say you love them.
The auditor thoroughly outmatched these incompetent officers who showed no signs of backing down. The sergeant offered his opinion, but the auditor was ready with a sharp response.
I've never worked in canine. I can't speak to
But I mean, you don't have to work at canine. This is just a common sense thing. Wouldn't you think that being a police officer is dangerous?
Sure.
Okay, so why would you put innocent dogs who can't say yes or no and train them to do your job? What the heck?
I can see that, but I'm from a part of the state where we have a lot of ranches and farms, and dogs are bred to do herding and to do other dangerous jobs there too. So kind of a similar idea. The dogs didn't have a say in that. They're tasked with herding cattle and 10 horses.
Yes, but that's
trampled.
yeah, but they're not gonna die. They're not gonna get shot or explode or go get an overdose by working the farm.
Well, they might get trampled by a horse or kicked by a cow or run off a cliff.
Well, I mean, we could die for any reason at any moment.
There you go.
But I mean, these dogs have a very short life,
Yeah.
and I think when people get a dog, is not just a pet. They're not Christmas gift. They're 15-year commitments. So we can't just give a whole life to a dog of working. I mean, they do get to go home and stuff like that sometimes with the officer. I think the officer sometimes gets to keep the dog, but I wish I owned a German Shepherd as trained as the police officers have. That would be like awesome, would it? It'd probably be illegal too, right?
Be a good guard dog for sure.
Yes. Well, you guys have a good day. Sergeant, you saved the day by knowing the Third Amendment. I swear to God, I praise good cops, bro.
Ultimately, these officers performed far better than the two female officers who took the earlier walk of shame. The auditor then concluded the audit and walked away.
Get it? People think, oh, you're one of those guys, the guy with the camera. Okay. Well, I'm not going out there trying to give a bad message. I could be somewhere else right now doing something cool. It's about to be New Year's. I'm out here protecting the Constitution just like you guys. So, thank you, Officer. What? Ferris?
Yep.
And you are, ma'am? Diamond? That's a nice name. And you're Lee, right? Lee. And Officer Lee, I'm sorry. And we have Sergeant Madsen. All these officers right here respect my right to video record. We have a sergeant who didn't, but that's why we do what we do. That's why Mr. America does what he does. That's why we are going around the country making sure that we spot the bad apples and that we that we expose this. I can't arrest this lady. I can't charge her with anything. But you know what I do sentence her? I do sentence her to a lifetime on the internet. Once these videos go viral, it's very, very, very hard to remove them from the internet. It's like catching a felony. So, share, like, and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Peace.
Stay safe, you guys. Be careful out there.
Peace. You too.
If you thought those female officers were bad, these next ones take it to a whole new level. In June of 2024, Battle Creek police responded to a property dispute.
They bought the house from me and screwed me out of $7,400. Now, I know you don't do anything about that. I'm not asking you to, but that set up the animosity. And I asked him to stay off my grass over there because I own that lot next to their house up on the hill, and I have to maintain that lot. He's killing my grass on purpose. He parks there. He put carpet on my grass to kill it because he knows I like to take care of my grass. He gets me down. I don't even want to take care of it because I can't take care of it.
The officer asked if he would like to trespass his neighbor Roger from a separate lot down the street.
You know,
So you own that lot, right?
Yes.
Okay, do you want them barred?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let me look at the GSI just to confirm that you do own it, right? And then we can have them barred from that lot up there. Okay, all right, just hang tight for me.
This is where things go from 0 to 100 real quick, as the officer looks to escalate the situation real fast.
Hello. Hey there. Roger, right? That's what he told me. Okay. All right, well, I do need your ID because he does want you barred from his lot over there.
Nobody goes on his lot, though. That's the thing.
Okay, so hold on.
And then he
84, can you step it up? 33. Okay.
Who's to say that's even his lot?
GSI or GIS
Right, so
says that he does own it. He says he's seen you on it and he would like you barred from the property.
So, what's the proof of it?
It's on my computer.
I said proof that I was on his lot.
yeah,
It doesn't matter. So
You don't need my ID. First you and him have to notify me that I'm trespassing.
Nope,
Anybody
that's not.
do it again.
Nope.
Yep.
No.
My ID. You can go on about that because I ain't.
No, sir. Sir, in order to properly bar you from that property,
I ain't never been on this property.
it doesn't matter if you've been on the.
I did.
Let me finish. Stop interrupting me.
okay, but we own this property,
Sir.
So he needs to get off of our property. He needs to get that.
Okay,
trailer
then
off
we
our
can
property.
get each other barred from each other's property.
Have a rule that then.
Okay.
I'm done talking.
Okay.
I am done talking. You're not gonna put my name in those computers for
Yes,
something
sir.
you didn't do. Have a nice day, man.
I'm not leaving. That's not how this works. Okay?
I'm done talking.
Okay. 84, where you at? Here's the deal. Okay, you're refusing to ID yourself.
I haven't broke no law.
Because yes, you are. You're hindering an investigation.
That's a secondary charge. I
You are.
law.
You are.
I haven't
Nope.
broke a
No.
law, ma'am.
Sir,
I've been
if you
on
refuse
that
to identify yourself, I'm going to detain you.
I haven't been on that property.
I am going to detain you.
I haven't been on that property.
Okay, sir, stand up off the motorcycle.
And this is where backup arrives. We can debate all day if it was a smart decision to bring backup, but I don't really think it was. It seems like a waste of time to bring backup for something as little as this.
You are being detained. Step off the motorcycle. You are being detained. Step off the motorcycle. You are being detained. Put your hands behind your back.
You recording all this, right?
Yeah. That's a law.
Can you please drop your vape?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man,
Please leave your hands behind your back, sir.
yeah, record it all.
Please leave your hands behind your back.
You don't have the right to go in my pocket, though. Only thing right here is a pocket knife right here. Why you pushing me, man? Why you
Because
pushing
right now
me?
you are turning into me, and I'm trying
I'm trying to
handcuff
show
you.
him where this knife at on my,
Okay.
on my
Well,
work
we
knife.
can work that out. Where's that?
On my right side over here. Look, right there and right there. You see the other one right behind my phone? No, behind my phone. Behind my phone.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you act like you can't hear.
What am I doing to you, man?
What the f you mean? What y'all doing to me? Look what y'all doing. I'm on my personal property. I ain't did shit, and y'all come over here pulling this bullshit.
All right, we're gonna go back to my car, all right, sir?
Under duress?
I told you you were hindering an investigation. Okay.
What investigation?
He wanted you barred from the property.
I've never been on this property.
It does not matter. I've explained this to you multiple times, and
And
I
I've
told you what was
explained-
going to happen if you didn't identify yourself.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. What's your name and badge number?
It's Officer Ogden. My badge number is 85.
Hey, y'all, what's yours?
Officer Reese, 1184.
What's yours?
1126.
You got all their badge numbers?
I'll give you my card even. It's on recorder. No big deal.
Y'all have no right to even be going in my pockets.
You already know you're refusing to identify yourself.
I haven't broken the law. I haven't did nothing wrong.
Perfect.
I haven't
let's get
did
in the
nothing
car.
wrong.
Everything's good on that side?
Yeah. Yep.
Go ahead and have a seat for me, sir.
Yep.
The female officer in this video is called Officer Ogden, and she's shown a disgusting amount of abused power. And here's the footage of Ogden calling her supervisor.
I walk up to Roger. I'm like, hey, man, listen. And he goes, nope, it's sir. I'm like, okay, so that's immediately how we're going. I explained to him, I'm like, hey, listen, this is what's going on. He just wants you barred from the property. I've never been on that property. You can't. Haven't broken the law. I'm like, listen, man, he just wants you barred. I just gotta get your ID and have you properly barred from the property. That just means you can't go into an empty lot. That's all that means. And he refused himself multiple times, the yada yada. And he's kind of a big guy, so that's why I was like, 84, like, where you at? Like, because I could see something going wrong. So I'm like, if you don't give me your ID, you are going to be detained. You are hindering an investigation. Refuse to ID. Just, what law am I breaking? What law? So we detain him, and he's under arrest for hindering and opposing right now.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we're at. So.
Yeah, he's part of a criminal investigation. You're trying to ID him, and he's refusing to identify himself.
Yeah.
So,
and I told him multiple times, like, you're going to be detained, and he goes, nope, nope, nope.
Yep.
And then Drew and Long pull up, and then we get him in cuffs.
Okay.
So are you good if we still lodge him or no?
Well, do you have ID on him?
Yes, we did ID him.
You've confirmed?
Yes, yep, lean and RMS.
Yeah, you can still, like, cite him for the hindering, opposing, and, well, you can't really write him for the trespassing.
No,
you didn't see him on the property.
No, I
but
didn't.
Yeah, you can still write him a ticket for it unless he's being a complete ass.
He's got his girlfriend out here, like, videotaping us, and like he's not like fighting, nothing like that.
Okay. If you feel like he needs to go to jail, then
At this point, the officer mutes his body cam, something he is not lawfully allowed to do, and it only picks up when Roger talks to another cop who arrived on the scene.
So, as you saw, I literally just pulled up. So, can you explain to me a little bit of the backstory on how we got to this point?
I explained the backstory. Dude went and lied to y'all and told y'all I was on his lot, and I ain't never been up there.
Okay.
I ain't never been up there on that lot up there.
Okay.
Never.
Okay. What's his issue with you?
What do you mean, what's the issue with me? What's the issue with you?
Obviously, the neighbor don't like you for some odd reason, right?
He's a
Some people are.
He's a I mean, there's nothing else.
I got you.
I'm sick of man, listen. I'm done talking this. I done told y'all I ain't been on that lot up there, never been on that lot. We've been here 2 years and I ain't never set foot on that lot.
If he's just that's what it is, well then it sounds like
and that's what I'm explaining to this lady also here. Like, I'm gonna tell you like this. If either one of y'all can go up there and get video from him showing that I was on that lot, I'll buy all y'all lunch.
I know the person he wouldn't buy lunch for, and that's Officer Ogden, who just now returns to the scene.
Sir, if you want, we can get him barred. If you want, you can have him barred from that property and the whole nine. Okay. Yep, you can walk right up there. Just walk right up there. Just say you're barred from that lot. You're not allowed to go over there.
Don't say to me. Don't say to me. I don't give a what you got to say.
Perfect. Easy enough.
All you're saying is you're just barred from the property, okay? That means just not.
You can't bar me from somewhere I've never been. That's like you telling me don't come to your house and I don't even know where you live.
Well, we can and you are. So.
Okay, do what you got to do.
All right.
I've never even been up there. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Or no?
What?
H&R ticket or no?
Yep, ticket. So here's the deal.
Read it?
Yep, I got it. So.
Or no?
I got it. So you're gonna be issued a hindering and opposing misdemeanor citation, okay? All right. Technically, I can't take you to jail.
I understand.
But I ain't trying to do that today.
I understand.
Okay. So I'm gonna go print off that ticket, and if you were caught on that property again, you're gonna be given. Hold on, stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. If you're caught on that empty lot right up there, 93 Cliff, who is owned by Michael.
Okay.
You are gonna be issued a trespassing citation, and if you remain on that property, eventually you will go to jail. Do you understand?
I totally understand.
Hey, Ogden, you good with him coming out of cuffs then? And, okay. Go and step over.
This.
Just face the car for me, please. Just face the car.
Oh, my bad, man.
You're good. I'll just get you out. It's the easiest way for me to get you out of these, okay?
Thankfully, Roger is finally taken out of handcuffs, as it was clear as day Ogden had a power tripping problem.
While you here, miss.
Yes, sir.
I wanna go ahead. I want you to pull up GSI, and I want this off my property. He said, now, imagine you said that it don't need to be nothing to show that I was on his property.
Correct.
I'm telling you, pull it up on GSI. This is on our property.
If it's on your property, then you can have someone come and tow it.
No, wait a minute. No, you just did the same thing here with him.
No, I did not.
Okay, I just wanted, you see,
if it's on your property, you can have someone come and tow it, and if you would like him barred, we can have him barred from your property.
I want him barred. Okay,
I will pull up the GIS.
Okay. That's what I want to do. I want him barred off my property.
Okay. So here's your misdemeanor citation. Okay, so this is all your information. This is what you're being charged with. It is a misdemeanor. It's hindering and opposing officers. Okay, that is when you refused to ID when I was trying to have you barred from 93 Cliff. Okay, that is why I put you in handcuffs, because you refused to identify yourself. At that point, you were under arrest. Okay.
Totally understand.
So contact the court within 10 days. Their number is right here, sir. Okay. These are your options down there.
As I explained to him, I need the information about the original call of me being on that property. I need that information.
He just said he's seen you on your property. Okay. Again. The homeowner of a property can have someone barred for any reason. I don't have to agree with the reason. I don't have to like the reason. But if they are the property owner, they are allowed to have whatever subjects they would like barred.
Okay. As far as the other details you're asking about,
right now,
sir, the other details you're asking about, you can FOIA the report numbers at the top of the ticket there, and you already have all of
I'm
our
very
information.
familiar with all that. Now I want to go forth with this and bar him off my property.
Okay. Mr. Rothworth, will you please come down?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He has something he wants to tell you as well.
No, I need you to pull up. You pulled up the GSI survey. I need you to pull it up so you can see that he's on our property.
I would recommend you talk to a civil lawyer about that.
Whoa.
You may need some sort of documentation from a surveying company. Did you want him barred?
Michael Rothwell. That trailer's on our property and you are barred from it.
That house, I showed you the property line.
Hold on. We're not disputing it.
Yeah.
We're talking about the person. You are barring this person from coming on your property. Yes or no?
Barred from coming on my property.
Okay, that's it. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
We'll talk to you in just a minute.
Go back up there.
Now, as for the trailer, like I said, that in that aspect is a civil dispute.
Oh, it's gonna get moved today. 2 days.
Okay.
It's gonna get moved. You guys have a nice day.
Do what you want to do, but I'd
Yes, sir.
recommend you talk to a civil lawyer about it. So you don't get yourself hemmed up on any sort of other situation.
I don't need to talk to a civil lawyer. I know it's on. We already had them come. You see the lines right there? They already came out and did it.
Perfect.
What's strange about this whole ordeal is the fact Roger got ID'd, but the neighbor didn't. Could you imagine yourself dealing with an officer just as bad as her? Speaking of the random neighbor, he speaks to Ogden once again.
When I sold them that house,
Yep.
I showed them what I sold them.
Okay.
And the county will tell you those property lines are not accurate.
Okay. So I would recommend going down to City Hall today and getting the ley lines. Okay. That's what I would recommend.
The what?
The ley lines, which is like the property lines.
They're not accurate.
So unfortunately, we run off of the right? If you can say that.
Well, okay. As far as law, if a person maintains a piece of, like, if I let him keep that fence on my property after so many years.
It's your property, so you can go and tear it down.
2 weeks later, all of Roger's charges were dismissed. Roger filed a complaint to the department. The investigation onto his complaint found Officer Ogden did not follow proper protocol. She was also provided with remedial training. The letter also provided a heartfelt apology. These were truly some terrible officers that shouldn't see the light of day working for law enforcement. But there are times scumbags like them are caught, and when that happens, it puts a smile on my face.
Did you offer to give him money just to get him to be quiet about all this? Or?
So right now, you will be placed under arrest for OVI. It's going to read your rights real quick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
Cops can get a little out of hand when their authority gets to their head, but it only takes a cop higher up in the food chain to put them in their place. Just like how this officer got tied up for bribing a citizen. Officer Amanda Myers was backing out her vehicle out of a bar when she collided with another vehicle belonging to Stanley McKee. She became aggressive, so the victim called her own colleagues on her.
And this guy's like pulls in while I'm about to back out. And his front passenger light gets shattered because he pulls into me as I'm backing out. And he's going to be like, oh, well, she backed into me. Well, no, he pulled in. And I'm not trying to have my insurance because I know how that goes. Like, if you're in reverse, you know.
Yeah, so he's in the bar right now?
No, he's right here.
Okay. He's just a black guy right here.
Myers worked a side job at the bar she had been leaving during the collision. Her colleagues observed that she definitely had slurred speech, but let the situation play out a bit.
Well, technically,
I know, because like I was in reverse, which is like bullshit, because I've had this happen before, but like,
yeah, I mean, technically it would be a fault, because you're backing up, but...
Yeah, but when somebody's pulling in, like, that's the one,
I mean, it's minor damage, so... Just...
And she was moving, but she had come out the bar, and somebody said, stop. And she just got walked out.
Okay, so she was backing up as you were still parking right here?
No, right.
Okay,
right.
so she was coming out of a spot too,
no,
but
I
you...
think she wasn't up here, because there was a red pickup truck up here. All that, I think she was over here on the side, because all this was full at the time. But she had, when she came out, well, I'm going to say that she was talking to some guy in his car.
The victim of the collision was telling a different story. Now it was just one totally sober guy's word against a drunken cop.
Somebody here, you can talk to me over here. Somebody over there was telling her to stop.
Okay.
And she did.
Okay. Did you call or did she call? You called. I got you. I mixed that up, so.
I'll give you $50. I'm like, man, this is my car. You're not going to give me no $50 for this light.
All right, where's your car at?
Right there.
Man?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go over there then.
That come out the bar with her. Then she's like this. I said, you know what?
Was she in the car by herself at that time?
So not only did the drunk officer destroy the front of the guy's car, the sleazy cop tried to shut him up with a 50?
Okay, can you step back a little bit, please?
he pulls in, and I'm like, I was backing up. He's like, no, like, you hit my car. And I'm like, you pulled in while I'm backing up.
Okay, did you offer to give him money just to get him to be quiet about all this? Or because that's what he's also claiming.
No.
Okay, where's your vehicle?
Right here.
That's a low ball, even for an officer of the law. But she wasn't going to brush this under the carpet that easily.
How much are we talking about drinking?
No, not a lot. No.
What's not a lot?
Like 2 or 3 drinks. Like throughout the day. I work 12 to 7. And it was all before 4:30. I have to go home. I have a baby. So 4:30 is like my cutoff, and I tell everybody.
It's a little past 4:30, right?
Yeah. After 4:30, I didn't drink.
Okay. So this is probably the damage that what you're looking at right here.
That's not even the right side. Like, I don't even know. Like, this wasn't even there.
Well,
how would
of
that
course it wouldn't be there.
How would that even hit? Like, his passenger side.
Well, I don't know, but there are cameras here.
Okay, so let's look at the cameras.
All right, are you disputing the fact that there's an accident at all?
I mean, yes and no. Like, I feel like.
Why don't you call and verify that?
She didn't even know she was being questioned for an accident. She denied knowing how her car even got damaged. What sort of hard liquor was that bar even selling?
Would you object to doing any standardized field sobriety tests?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
You know that'd be a refusal, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you know the penalties that go with that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So why would you want to refuse?
Because I'm an officer and I don't how this works.
The female officer was clearly intoxicated, and from this point on, things only went downhill for her.
You do know the penalties that go with refusing, right?
Yes.
So if you do the tests, I could see if maybe that's not the case today.
Okay.
So that's also what I'm getting at. Okay?
Okay.
Would you want to take the test? All right, step up. Sure. This way.
Dude, you're hot. I can't believe you're even doing that. Are you kidding me right now?
Have a seat. Do you have anything illegal on you?
No.
Okay, turn around. Separate your feet. Slide over this way. Just slide over this way. Come on.
I have police ideas in there too.
I understand that, but you do know what comes with a refusal, correct?
Yes.
Do you,
and I know that.
Do you maybe want to rethink that decision?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, hands are kind of tied then. Alright, we're gonna sit you in here, okay? Have a seat.
It seems her plan backfired. She couldn't professional courtesy her way out of this one. Guess she's going to sober up in jail tonight.
It's an automatic 1-year suspension, and that's fine.
Okay, so
I'm not at fault here.
Okay.
And if I can make
I don't know about the accident, but you did slur a little bit of your words.
That's fine.
You're telling me you drank. You're coming out of a bar, right?
Okay. That's fine.
So,
and I'm working a side job, and we can refute that in court. That's fine.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, does it have to go that far?
Does it have to go that far? I'm a cop, too. I know how this shit works.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
You're a cop at Kelly's Island?
Yes, and I still know how the process worked. I was number 3 of Parma. I was almost in, so you don't have to tell me. And the owner of this bar is Walter O'Malley. His brother's the prosecutor. He knows the mayor. We're all cool. It's fine.
Oh, sounds good if you put it that way.
When flexing her badge didn't work, she resorted to good old threats. I guess that's just her years of police experience shining through.
I know you guys are trying to do your job or whatever, like I get it. I do the same thing.
Okay, just so you do understand, so we're on the same page, you are getting arrested for an OVI refusal at this time, okay?
Okay.
You want to get the tow stuff going on?
Yeah. You don't need a tow. I can have him come pick it up.
Yeah.
Don't tow it. I'll have him come pick it up.
Alright, step out. We're going to switch cars here.
My boyfriend can come pick up the car. You don't need to tow it.
Well, it's kind of our protocol if you're being arrested for an OVI.
It's not even in my name. It's in his name.
Doesn't matter.
It's not going to cost me more money. Thank you. You guys could literally be cool about this and let me. Oh my god.
Okay.
Dude, I hope karma can bite you in your ass. I hope. Are you new?
Nope.
Who's gonna patrol the streets when deputies themselves are drunk in the back of another cop's car?
This is ridiculous. I can't even believe you do this to another cop then. What the hell is wrong with you?
It's nothing I really enjoy.
I didn't even do anything. Oh, okay. Because if you were under arrest for an OVI, you'd totally submit to doing tests. Little do you know, the owner of that bar, his brother's a fucking prosecutor, and he's like best friends with the mayor. Good job. Doesn't mean anything, but good job. What's your name? Huh? Patrolman what? Rankin. 7 years on. Parma. Okay.
What an absolutely revolting character. It's amazing she was ever allowed to enter law enforcement, because I have a hard time believing she was even fit for bartending. And fortunately, she would not win any battle with the department on this one. She is now pleading not guilty in court, and the prosecutor she mentioned was just a bluff. Meantime, the Cuyahoga County prosecutor told the I-Team his brother does own a bar in Parma, but he doesn't know the Kelly's Island officer, and he has nothing to do with her case. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today, we witnessed some of the most entitled and corrupt female officers caught on Bodycam and ultimately taken to jail. Thanks for watching. Please support the channel by subscribing, leaving a like, and comment if you want more like this.
Where are you going fishing?
Yeah.